Good evening and welcome to Jasper High School Baseball here on 18 WJTS. Tonight the Wildcats entertain the Shakamack Lakers out here at Ruxer Field in the home opener. Jasper beat Boonville 15-1 in 5 innings on the road on Tuesday night. A big 9-run first set the stage for the Wildcats in that one as Andrew Noblet went all 5 innings to get the win. On the hill for the Cats tonight, it'll be Matthew Wright pitching for Jasper against Owen Cox of the Shakamack Lakers. Beautiful night for baseball. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the lineups and first pitch from Alvin C. Ruxer Field after this on 18 WJTS. Welcome back to Alvin C. Ruxer Field. Wildcats home opener. Matthew Wright on the hill for the Wildcats. He's backed by Lucas Timmon left, Braden Giesler in center, and Tyler Atkins in right. Will Wallace, Braxton Brosmer, Ryan Like, and Andrew Noblet the infield, third to first. Behind the plate, Drew Bradley catching the senior right-hander. Again, the Cats with that 15-1 win over Boonville on Tuesday as Andrew Noblet got the win. Last game of the week. It was supposed to be tomorrow night, but I guess we are going to be in for some weather issues tomorrow, so everybody seemed like in DuBois County moved the baseball and softball up to tonight, and they made a great decision. It's sunny and temperatures in the low to mid-60s for the game this evening. A little wind, but can't have a better home opener. Seemed like that was the case around the major leagues today as well. Good weather in St. Louis and Chicago, Cincinnati, so congratulations to Mother Nature. So the Shakamack Lakers in here tonight. Perennial A contender down through the years, state champion. They always come here. They like playing in this environment, and they're usually good. So see what Matthew Wright has on the hill tonight. Colin Barber, the center fielder, will stand in for the Lakers, and we'll get the home opener underway at Alvin C. Ruxer Field. You can hear that wind whipping up. Wright pushes the first pitch plateward. It's right down the middle at the knees and a tad below the knees. 1-0 pitch. Slashed right back into the netting, and that'll skip into the stands. Mr. Trevino made a nice catch off the concrete. The 1-1 catches the outside portion. On deck, Riley Huckabee and Brady Yair, the second baseman. That's a Shakamack name. Straight away in the outfield for the leadoff hitter. The 1-2 comes home. That misses outside from Matthew Wright. No sleeves tonight out on the hill. He's braving it just a bit. Bradley hangs the sign, and here comes the next pitch. Outside corner, strike 3, and Wright is off and running here tonight.
The catcher, number 2, Riley Huckabee.
Riley Huckabee gets in. He's the catcher for the Lakers. Right-handed hitter. Pace Jenkins behind the plate. Kevin Holzman out on the bases. Our friends in blue tonight. First pitch sails in for a strike. It's 0-1. Will Wallace off the line at third. The next pitch on the way sails outside. Two and 1 to Huckabee. Wright drops a glove and brings it home. This one popped up, foul territory, third base side, and it will be out of play. And the count goes even at 2-2. Wind whips through Alvin C. Ruxer Field out toward that left field line and toward the left field, center field gap here. Field looks good for the opener. Wright with already 1 strikeout, peeks in, and will deliver the break even. And glides into the dirt, and that runs the count full at 3-2. 1 away. Payoff pitch on the way. This one is high, and there will be no perfect game tonight for Wright, and a man aboard. Yair will stand in, bats from the left side. Lakers in those traveling grays with powder blue numbers. Slightly open at the plate. They hold against the runner at first base. They throw over and back is the base runner. Gap in left center field. Off the line and left with Tim as well out there. Right the stretch. And slides it toward the plate. This one hammered back into right. Turning around Atkins, he'll have plenty of room and he'll make the catch. Wind was blowing it the other way and it kind of died. It hit left the bat pretty well, but a fly out to right. And Cornelius, the designated hitter, will stand in. He hits for Cox, the pitcher.
Luke Cornelius.
He's in the cleanup spot. Can has that natural hole on the right side as they hold against the runner at first. Right comes below the belt and will pour the first pitch to Cornelius. It's in for a strike, and it's 0-1. No score, top of the first from Alvin C. Ruxer Field. Throw over, and they got him picked off. The run down ensues, and Knoblet tags him out, and the inning is over. So Cornelius will lead off the second. No harm done with the walk. We'll head to the bottom of the first. No score, Cats and Lakers here on 18 WJTS. Field, we head to the bottom of the first. Ryan Like, Braden Giesler, and Drew Bradley, the first. Against Owen Cox, the Shakamack starting pitcher tonight. Cats again, a 12-hit attack down at Boonville after that 9-run first. Like pops the first pitch out of play that he sees, 0-1. Fiskus, Barber, and Cox in the outfield. Gallagher, Johnson, Yair, and Wonders in the infield. Huckabee behind the plate here on this sun-splashed night at Alvin C. Ruxer Field. The 0-1 offering. Popped again out of play. First base side. And Terry Gilbert on the coaching line at third. Jason Albrand over at first. So, Like down in the count, 0-2. He had a couple of singles and a double down at Boonville. Did not chase. Did he go? Yes, he did. So, one away. Strikeout. So Braden Giesler will bat.
Braden Giesler.
Oh, Giesler gets in. First pitch to him is in for a strike on the outside corner. He had a couple of singles as well down there. Left-handed batter. Third baseman Gallagher even with the bag. And off the line it's had. Giesler waves at a pitch out of the zone. And he, just like down 0-2 in the count after chasing some bad balls early. So Giesler trying to battle Cox here. Right-hander brings it, backs him off the plate just a tad, and the count is 1-2. Drew Bradley, the three-hole hitter, waits on deck for the Wildcats, 1-0 on the season. This one the other way will bounce in for a base hit. Giesler will round first base. He's chugging for second. He'll be in with a sliding double the other way on a 1-2 pitch. And the Wildcats have a runner in scoring position here in the home first. Giesler slashed it the other way. For Drew Bradley. Bradley got things started with a 2 RBI triple in that 9-run first the other night. Cats with just 3 games next week. A game with Bloomington South on the road, on the turf at South. Floyd Central, that'll be a really good game next Thursday. And Northeast DuBois, a team that the Wildcats scrimmaged, will be on Good Friday night at 7 o'clock out here at Ruxer Field. Bradley with a runner out there at second base here in the bottom of the first. Cox throws it over his head, gets by the catcher Huckabee, and jogging down to third is Braden Giesler. Bradley, something hard hit to the right side, would knock in a run. Cox will bring it home. High fastball, and Drew ahead in the count, 2-0. Infield bit in for the Lakers. Giesler takes his lead down there in foul territory. Cox will come to the ready and bring the 2-0 home, and this one is in for a strike at the letters inside corner. 2-1 now. Beautiful night, flags blowing from right to left field. The 2-1 inside to Drew. 3-1 with one out. Cats threatening here in the home first after Matthew Wright gave up a walk, but he picked off the runner at first base in the top of the first inning. (3-1) to Drew. Curveball inside corner, a hammer, and it's now full to the Wildcat backstop, Drew Bradley. Drew drove in 3 in that game. Actually drove in 4. Next delivery inside, and he walked him. So the first walk of the game by Cox will put runners on the corners, and Mitchell Leinenbach will run it first here.
Runner at first base, number 16. Mitchell Leinenbach.
Comes Wallace, the third baseman for the Wildcats.
Number 25, Will Wallace.
That one a strike. He went around, if not in there. So first and third for the Wildcats. Leinenbach at first, shoots it foul. So 0-2. Here's the pitch from Cox. Pitch high to Wallace. The 1-2 runner takes off. Wallace tries to shoot it behind him and fouls it off. So Wallace, 2-strike hitting there with Leinenbach on the run. One and 2 here to Wallace. First and third, they fake the third, go back to first, and Leinenbach is back. Pitch to Wallace into the dirt, and Giesler drifted off the bag, and Leinenbach didn't get down to second base. So 2-2 to Wallace here. Break even to Wallace, runner on the move at second base. Wallace flies it into right. In comes Cox, the right fielder. He dives for it. made the catch. In comes Giesler. It's 1-0 Cats on the sacrifice fly by the Wildcats' Will Wallace. Runner stays at first base, and it's 1-0.
Number 24, Matthew Wright.
Wright takes it for a strike, 0-1. Next pitch, and is in for a strike as well. 0-2, Wright tried to fend him off here. Cats with a run across. Runner still at first base. Nice diving catch out there. Pitch on the way. This one popped foul and out of play. Jackson Cox doing the pitching. Throw over, back in time, the base runner. Here's the next offering. It dies low. One-two runner takes off, ball popped foul, right field side, and that will rattle around down there. And still at the plate, Matthew Wright. The 1-2, it's up and into right, and the count evens at 2-2. Cats 1 and Lakers nothing here in the bottom of the first inning. Giesler doubled the other way. Advanced third, a wild pitch came in on a sac fly. The 2-2, Leinenbach off and running pitch. High throw down to second base, skips in there, and Leinenbach steals second base. So Wright has a man in scoring position and a 3-2 count to the starting pitcher tonight. Play him straight away in the outfield. Try to keep Leinenbach close out there at second base. Pitch on the way, the payoff pitch, and Wright fouls it back into the glove. Cox with a couple of strikeouts, but he surrenders a run here in the first. Cats lead after 1-0 over the Lakers. We're coming back with more after this.
Totals for the Wildcats.
Back at the ballpark as Matthew Wright will take a 1-0 lead into the second inning. Cornelius, who was at the plate on the pickoff attempt that the Wildcats executed successfully to end the inning. Cornelius hits for Cox, the pitcher. Big swing, and he comes up empty. It's 0-1. Cats 1, Lakers nothing. A hammer in for a strike from Matthew, and he's ahead 0-2. Cornelius, left-handed batter, right in agreement with Bradley, and brings the 0-2 plateward. Got him, struck him out. One away. Wright gets his second strikeout of the young ball game. Here at the top of the second for Wonders, the first baseman.
First baseman, number 37, Spencer Wonders.
Cats at Bloomington South on Tuesday night. Second straight year that the Cats will have to go to Bloomington to play. Last year's game was supposed to be here, but as this one is lined into shallow center, in comes Giesler, and it will bounce in front of him for the first of the game for the Lakers. Thumbed one into center. Here comes Owen Cox, the right fielder, made a nice diving catch in that last half inning.
Right fielder, number
Ruxer Field was too wet last year in the scheduled game here at Jasper, so that was moved to Bloomington, with South having that beautiful turf field. And Wildcats are able to play up there that night, so it's back-to-back because it was on Jasper last year, so it's back there this year. Pitch is high. Usually teams will come to Jasper because they can get the field ready, but that wasn't the case last year. Panthers and Cats Tuesday there in Monroe County. Cox will take his lead at first, and Wonders will take his lead at first. Snap, throw down to first base. They throw in behind him, and they nearly pick off another runner. So 1-2 to Owen Cox, the right fielder. Lakers down 1-0 here in the top of 2. The kick and the deal. Spirals plateward, it's out of the zone, and the count squares at 2-2. Tim out in left field, shading his eyes just a bit that time of night. The break even with the runner at first base. Hit foul back into the screen, and Cox stays alive in the batter's box. Two and two. Called third strike outside corner. So Wright gets another strikeout. It's third of the game. Gets one walk and a base hit.
Third baseman.
And that will bring up Gavin Gallagher, the third baseman for this Laker team. Still a runner at first base with 2 outs. Wright throws the next pitch, and it sails outside, 1-0. Fastball pumped in for a strike, and the count evens at 1-1. Cat defense up the middle. They have that force out at second base. Wallace behind the bag about a step and off the line a bit as well. The 1-1 pitch from Wright to Gallagher. Fastball blisters the outside corner, and it's 1-2. This one ripped into left field over Wallace's head. Rounding second base is Wonders, and he'll put on the brakes on a base hit. Hit sharply into left by Gallagher. Second hit of the game for the Laker, 9, and that'll bring up Fiskus, the 8-hole hitter, playing left field tonight. So the Lakers have the tying run out at second base here. Also a runner at first. They'll play behind him at first. Wright operates out of the stretch, checks the runner, and throws the first pitch at this at bat, and it is low, 1-0. Cats got one in the bottom of the first inning on a sacrifice fly. Lakers try to answer here with 2 outs. Slashed foul. Ooh, that was hot. Got past the dugout where the netting stops. 1-1 pitch. Squibb back to the mound. Wright knocks it down, picks it up, and throws on to end the inning. Couple of guys on for the Lakers, but they do not score. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Jasper here on 18 WJTS. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Braxton Brosmer will lead things off here against Jackson Cox, who gave up a run on a hit, struck out 2 and walked 1 in the first. Brosmer, right-hand hitting shortstop, takes the first pitch low, 1-0. Brosmer, Noblet, and Kai Kuntz the bat here for the Cats here. Hard breaking ball in for a strike to Brosmer. 1-1, Cats lead 1-0. Backs him off the plate just a bit. And Cats at Boonville with 12 hits. 9 runs in the first on 6 walks, and 4 of those 12 hits. 2-1 to Brosmer. Outside, he's ahead now, 3-1. Oh, Brosmer ahead in the count. See what Cox has for him here with a 3-1 count. Brings it home. Fouls it out of play. Count runs full at 3-2 to the Wildcats sophomore shortstop. Three-two offering. Called third strike outside corner. Buckled him right there. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cox dating back to last inning. He has 3 on the night so far. And Andrew Noblet will stand in.
Number 10, Andrew Noblet.
Oh, Noblet bats as he throws, and this one catches the corner as well. Cox works on the outside corner to those right-handed hitters so far tonight. The 0-1 from the right-hander. This one just a bit outside there. Lakers have out-hit the Wildcats 2-1, and the Cats lead on the best part of the scoreboard at 1-0. Pitch upstairs, 2-1 to Andrew. Kai Kuntz on deck. Atkins would follow here in the lower portion of the Wildcat batting order. Cox pushes the 2-1 home. Chases one up and out, and it's 2-2. Wildcats again with just the 3 games next week, the road game at South and the Thursday game against Floyd Central and Du Bois here on Friday night for a 7 o'clock start. Pitch outside. They'll play a freshman game before 4:30. Three and 2 to Noblet. And he brings it home. Popped up into center field. Barber will draw a beat on it and make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 gone for the Cats, and Kai Kuntz will stand in. He'll hit for Tim, the left fielder, tonight.
The designated hitter, number 19, Kai Kuntz.
One-0 pitch. That's a strike as well. Cox with a 1 walk last inning, but he's been around the plate most of the afternoon. Early evening, the 1-1 pitch to Kai. Just a bit low. The 2-1 served on the ground to third. Gallagher up with it, airmails the first baseman, and Kuntz is aboard at first base on the air. So Gallagher threw it over the first baseman's head. So Atkins will stand in.
Right fielder, number 8, Tyler Atkins.
Atkins takes the pitch that's out of the zone. One-0. Atkins fouls at third base side. 1-1 here. Coots the runner at first. Pitch low. Atkins line driving to left field, and the left fielder, Fiskus, can't come up with it. Koontz round second base. He's going to third. Here comes the throw back in. It trickles in. The Cats lead 2-0. As Atkins hammered that ball right at Fiskus, and it looked like it was knuckling a bit, and he couldn't make the catch. And the Cats lead 2-0.
Second baseman, number 3, Ryan Like.
So 2-0 Wildcats. Like will stand in now. Like chops it foul. Oh, and one. Runner still at second base here with 2 away in the bottom of the second. This one hit on the ground once again. Gallagher up with this one, throws it across the field, and they get their man this time. But the Wildcats do scratch out another run. They lead after 2. 2-0. We'll have more after this on 18 WJTS. We go to the third inning. Right with another run to work with. His team leads 2-0. Johnson, the shortstop, gets in. Pitch is low. Shakamack had some traffic on the bases last inning. Couple of singles. Wright worked around that with a couple of strikeouts and a ground out back to the mound. This one back into left. In comes Tim, and he'll slide and drop the ball. So a runner at first base. Looked like Tim almost to the point where he had it long enough almost, it seemed like. Caught it, then he slid. Sometimes they may give you that catch. But they didn't that time, so a runner at first. Barber, the leadoff man at the plate. We'll see if he's asked to move the guy over or not. Shakamack trails 2-0 here. Wright working with a 1-0 count to Barber, a strikeout victim back to lead the game off. He struck out looking. Wright will come below the belt, peek back at the runner, and throw it over there. They picked off a guy earlier, and he's diving back. So the count 1-0 and holding to the center fielder for the Lakers. Pitch is low. This one punched into center field for a base hit. And runners at first and second for the Lakers here in the top of the third inning. Third hit for Shakamack in the affair. And Huckabee will stand in.
The catcher, number 2, Riley Huckabee.
In for a strike. Runner at first. Runner at second. Wright wheels back. Huckabee walked earlier. See if he'll elect to lay one down. Showed bunt just a bit. time called. Oh, bunting again, pulls the bat back. And the count evens at 1-1. Shakamack try to put something on here. They've got their 3 and 4 hitters to follow here with nobody out. Runners at first and second in the top of the third. Cats own a 2-0 lead. Wright again checks the runner at second. Brings it home. Bunt popped up, and the pitcher Wright calls for it, makes the catch. So the Lakers do not execute. One away on that bunt. So Yair will stand in. He flew out deep to right his last time up. So they didn't get the bunt down, and it may come back to haunt him.
Now batting for the Lakers, the second baseman, number 17.
Oh, Yair will get ready to stand in. Pitch on the way to him. Fastball tails outside. Cats 2, Lakers nothing here in the top of the third. Glad you could join us here on 18 WJTS. Been doing this for a long time, since '93. These Wildcat games at 10 o'clock. Saturday games will come your way Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock. But popular thing, people like watching the games later on after they do their things during the springtime season. The 1-0 is the runner jockeys off second base. This one slashed back into the screen. This one misses. Two and one here to Yair. Wright takes his time out on the hill. Throws it. Fouled away. Out of play, third base side. Lakers threatening to get back in this one. Down 2-0. About hit the Cats 3-2 in this game. Two missed. Three and two with one out. Here it comes. Walked him. So the bases are loaded here. Second walk by Wright, and Brian Kirchhoff will saunter out to the mound here to talk it over with his senior right-hander committed to Wabash. So cleanup hitter Luke Cornelius will bat when play resumes here at Ruxer Field. So the Mound Conference continues for just a second, and we're ready for more baseball. Lakers load them up here in the top of the third, down 2-0 with Cornelius at the plate.
Number 36, Luke Cornelius.
So Cornelius, big left-handed hitter, right, throws it, takes a big swing and comes up empty. 0-1, bases loaded. Cats can get out with the double play here. Play behind the runner at first, obviously. Keep an eye on all the base runners. The 0-1, another healthy cut, and Cornelius down now 0-2, trying to air it out here. Gap in left center field for the left-handed hitting cleanup man. The 0-2 pitch with the bases loaded. Got him, struck him out. Big pitch there by Matthew Wright. A big at bat by Wright. Fourth strikeout for Wright. And the bases still loaded for Wonders, who singled earlier. Wonders, right-handed batter, hands up over the plate. Wright throws it by him as well. Oh, popped up behind home plate. Drew Bradley draws a beat on it and will make the catch for the third out of the inning. Wildcats fend off the Lakers. They leave them loaded. We'll head to the bottom of the third. 2-0 Wildcats here on 18 WJTS. Back to Ruxer Field. Cats lead 2-0 here in the third as Braden Giesler will stand in. Giesler, Bradley, and Wallace here. Cats dodge a bullet back in the top of this inning. Giesler lays down a bunt right out in front of the plate. Huckabee pounces on it and throws out Giesler. Bunted it in a bad place right back in front of the mound. So Drew Bradley walked earlier. Pitch high. That's high to Bradley. Checked to swing. They appealed, and they say he did not go. And Bradley walks. Second walk Bradley has gotten. Second walk of the game as well for Cox, and Leinenbach will run over at first base. So Wallace gets in. He flew out to right and drove in the first Wildcat run. Two 2-0 to Wallace, right on deck. Cats lead 2-0 here in the third. Home opener here at Ruxer Field. This one hit on the ground in the hole between third and short in the left field. And the Cats with some action on the bases here in the third on the single by Will Wallace. Third hit of the game for the Cats. One out, first and second, Wright gets in, a strikeout victim, then the first. Cox brings it home, and Wright takes the ball inside, a fastball, 1-0. Cats with a run in each of the first 2 innings here. Looking to add on in the home third. .0 offering. Wright thumbs it into shallow center. This could be trouble. A diving catch by Barber out there. Came and got it. And 2 away. Good catch. And that'll bring up Brosmer, who's 0 for 1 today.
Number 5, Braxton Brosmer.
Chin music there, spun him out of there, and one and 0 here. First and second here with 2 outs. Brosmer in a big spot. He takes a breaking ball inside. 2-0 to the Wildcat shortstop, Braxton Brosmer. Noblet would be next here in the home third. Leidenbach at second. Wallace, the runner at first. They play behind him with 2 outs. Cox looks out at the second base bag twice. Brosmer shoots it into right. Going back on it as Cox turns a couple of times, and Owen Cox makes the catch in right field. Cats threaten, but do not score through 3. Jasper 2, Lakers nothing. We'll have more after this on 18 WJTS.
Totals for the Wild, 22, Owen Cox.
Back to the yard, head to the 4th. Shakamack down 2-0 against Wright and the Wildcats. This one squibbed out in front of the plate, third base side. Bradley will gun him out. Good play by Drew. 1 away here. Swinging bunt. Thought it may have caught the ankle of the hitter, but it did not. So Gallagher gets in. So Wright very efficient there. Gallagher 1 for 1 in tonight's game. Cats lead 2-0. Hits tied at 3 apiece. Big swing and a miss there. .01. And is in for a strike as well. 0-2, Wright working here in the 4th. The 0-2 offering. Fouled away. Oh, and 2, Wright in agreement with Bradley, cuts it loose, and this one hit foul down the right field line and out of play. So 0-2, 1 man out, nobody on here. Plateward low. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses out of the zone. Cats with 1 in the first, 1 in the second. That's where we stand right here, 2-0 in the top of the 4th. The break even. Struck him out. Wright gets another strikeout. His 5th strikeout. And Fiskus, the left fielder, gets in.
Xavier Fiskus.
Bounced back to the mound earlier. 2 away in the visitor 4th. Wright drops a glove and brings the first pitch at this at-bat plate where it's in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Lakers with 2 hits back in the second. No damage done run-wise in 1 last inning. Fastball dips outside, and it's 1-1. The count to the 8-hole hitter, Xavier Fiskus. 1-1 delivery. Once again, shot foul down the right field line. Wright works out ahead 1-2 to the left fielder, Jaden Johnson, the shortstop, would be next, right? Would just as soon see him to start the fifth. 1-2 on the way. Threw it out of the zone there, and it's 2-2. Cats will be on the road Tuesday at South. The break even now to the hitter, and it's up 3-2, right? Does not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. Absolutely not. The 3-2 hit on the ground to short. Brosmer circles, gobbles it up, and throws a perfect strike to Noblet to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Lakers here in the visitor fourth. We'll head to the home fourth. Jasper 2, Shakamack nothing here on 18 WJTS. Back for the bottom half of the fourth inning. Cats lead 2-0. Cox will throw it to Noblet here to start the at-bat. Cox working in inning number 4 here. Giving up 3 hits so far in the afternoon. Noblet flew out the center his last time up. Noblet, Kuntz, and Atkins, bottom third of Terry Gilbert's order, fouled away here, and it's 1-1. One delivery. Slammed right at the third baseman off his glove. Gallagher, and it's an infield base hit for Noblet as he hammers it toward Gallagher, and he and the left fielder dealing with a little sun there too.
The designated hitter, number 19.
Fourth hit of the game for the Cats, and Kai Kuntz will stand in for the Wildcats. Takes it low. Kuntz reached down in there earlier. Bottom of the fourth inning. Pitch. Skied into right center. Chasing it in the gap is Barber. He'll grab it. Chase Noblet back to first base, 1 away. On the fly out by Kuntz, and here comes Atkins. He doubled. Homer run his last time up for the Wildcats.
Number 8, Tyler Atkins.
Throw over back in time. Inside, but it's a strike, and the count goes even at 1-1. Runner at first base with 1 away. Atkins doubled. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball that is out. 2-1. Leadoff man Ryan Like on deck. Pitch to Atkins, shortens up, snap throw down to first base. Noblet dives back. Two-two. Atkins up the middle, Shortstop on his second for one. Relay back to first base, and that is a twin killing. 6-4-3. They get Cox out of the inning, and the Wildcats are down here in the home fourth. They lead, though, 2-0 over the Lakers. We're back with more after this. Back to Ruxer Field we go to the top of the fifth inning. 2-0 Jasper in a tight game here against the Lakers of Shakamack.
All right, here we go as we open up the fifth inning. Leading off for the Lakers, the shortstop, number 10, Jaden Johnson.
Johnson reached on an error his previous plate appearance. First pitch from right. Humpback liner towards second, and it gets underneath the glove of Like. He tries to chase it down, and everybody's safe. So Like overruns that one, and the Lakers, once again, a base runner.
Center fielder, number 7, Barber.
So back of the top in Barber. Pitch low, Cat bullpen up and running as well down there. Throw over, back in time. This one hit down the third base line, foul. One and one here. Snap throw back once again. The 2-1 here. Catches the outside corner. The break even now. Shot down the right field line. That'll get down. Rounding second, the base runner. The Lakers will have runners on the corners with nobody out as Barber shot that one into right field for the fourth Laker hit of the night. So Johnson, who reached on the air, he's down at third.
The catcher, number 2, Riley Huckabee.
So Riley Huckabee will stand in here. Huckabee waits. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second base with the runner moving. Throw was high, and into second base goes Barber with the stolen base. So maybe some interference here. So the hitter is out. The runner has to go back to first. Strikeout. Yeah. So runner's still at first and third with one away here. Yair will stand in. This one slammed back into center field. Braden Giesler goes back, makes the catch. That'll be enough to chase the runner home from third. It's a 2-1 game. Ball was hit on the screws by Yair, lined it into center. And Giesler runs it down, 2 away, and it's a 2-1 ball game. So Cornelius will stand in. Runner takes off from first base. Once again, throw down high, safe, stolen base. So he's swiped a couple here. Pitch low in the dirt. Runner stays at second base. Fastball misses outside. Two-1 our score here. Big swing, cut on and missed. DuBois opened up tonight with a win over Heritage Hills 4-3 up on the hill. Runner at second base. Here's the pitch on the way. This one again lined into center field, taken away from Giesler in the left center field gap, and he'll run it down for the third out of the inning. But the Lakers cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. We'll head to the home fifth right after this with the Wildcats leading on 18 WJTS. Back to the bottom half of the fifth here at Alvin C. Ruxer Field. The lead has been cut in half to 2-1 here as Like, Giesler, and Bradley stand in against the pitcher Cox. He's gone the full way, giving up 4 hits so far. Couple of runs, struck out 3 and walked 2 in the game so far tonight. Gap in left center field for Like, who is 0 for 2 here. Slam foul toward the Laker bullpen. They have some action going down there. Jasper had some as well. One pitch, and that's a fastball. Misses. Three-one pitch. Walked him. Well, this is how the big innings get started. A leadoff man gets on base here in the fifth for Giesler, who doubled and scored and also bunted right back to the mound. Lakers again have that bullpen up and running, and they have a mound visit here. I don't know where Cox is on his pitch count, but I know early in the season they keep an eye on it. The conference is a short one, and we go back to the dugout here. So Giesler will bat.
Batting for the Wildcats, the center fielder, number 1, Braden Giesler.
Giesler tries to bunt and bunts this one foul into the netting. Oh, 1. Runner at first, got a good lead, takes off, skied into center field. Barber will camp underneath at left center, make the play, and the runner has to scurry back to first base. So with the runner moving, Giesler pops it up into shallow left center.
Now batting for the Wildcats, the catcher, number 11, Drew Bradley.
So Bradley gets in. Bradley takes a fastball outside corner. Throw over, back in time. 2-1 Cats here in the home fifth. Snap throw down to first base once again. Here's a delivery. That plunks Bradley now. First and second with one away. Got in on him. Hit by pitch. 2-1 Cats here. As Leinenbach goes to run at first base, and here comes Wallace.
16, Mitchell Leinenbach. Now batting for the Wildcats, the third baseman, number 25, Will Wallace.
So Wallace gets in 1 for 2 with an RBI on a sacrifice fly. 2-1 Cats here in the fifth looking to add on. Wallace hits it sharply to short, and that eats up the shortstop, bounces up in the air, and an error on the shortstop. That ball was hard hit. If he gloves that one, they get another double play. He turned one earlier. That ball was hit sharply, and it just ate him up for the air, and the bases are full of Wildcats. Second error of the game. That ball popped straight, or for the Lakers, I should say, second error of the game for Matthew Wright.
Number 24, Matthew Wright.
This ball punched into left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. The other rounds third. Here comes the throw back in. It's up the first base line. The Cats score 2 on the 2 RBI knock from Matthew Wright. So 4-1 Wildcats. Stopping at second base is Wallace. So we're going to have a pitching change out here at Ruxer Field. Cats lead 4-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. We'll take a break and have more after this. Back to Ruxer Field. Bryce Casey on for Cox here. 4 to third for Cox. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 strikeouts, walk 3, hit a batter. Still responsible for the runners out on first and second. Braxton Brosmer stands in. Right with that 2 RBI single. Open things up just a bit. 4-1 Cats here in the bottom of the fifth from Ruxer Field. Braxton struck out looking and flew out his last time up. Bullpen's dark right now for both teams. The left-hander on. Casey for Shakamack here. Chucks it up there, takes it high as Brosmer. It's 2-0. Wallace at second. Courtesy runner at first base for the Cats. 2-0 here. Casey checks the runners, throws it, and Brosmer wastes it foul. 2-1 here. Wildcats lead 4-1, home opener at Bloomington South on Tuesday night. Up at South. Shakamack looking for their second double play ball of the night. Brosmer takes this one out of the zone, 3-0. 3-1, I should say, to the Wildcat shortstop. Gets in. The 3-1 pitch. Brosmer fouls it off. Three and two to Brosmer. Casey back on the Ruxer Field pitching mound. Stares in. The 3-2 to the Wildcat shortstop. Straight back behind us. Brosmer hanging in there, 3-2 with one away. Cat runners at first and second with one down. Jasper leads 4-1. Brosmer at the plate with a 3-2 count. Casey stares in, gets a sign from Huckleby. Straightens up on the Ruxer Field mound and pours it plateward to Brosmer. Brosmer hammers it foul past Terry Gobert on the coaching line at third. Three and two and holding to Brosmer. Cats with two across here in the bottom of the fifth inning, leading 4-1. Casey comes to the high set, brings it home to Brosmer. Ball four, and the bases are loaded. So Casey comes in and issues the free pass. Fourth walk for Shakamack pitching here as Noblet will bat. He's 1 for 2 in tonight's festivities. So Noblet with the bases loaded can open things up even further. Strike inside corner. 0-1 to Noblet. One in the first, one in the second for the Cats. Now two more here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Shakamack scored one in the top half of this inning to cut it to 2-1. Wings it up there, and it's out of the zone. So 1-1 to Noblet here. Casey throws it. Curveball outside, portion for a strike there. And the count goes to 1-2 to the Wildcat first baseman. Andrew Noblet went 5 innings down at Boonville, 3-hitter, gave up a run, walked 2, struck out 7 in that opening night win at Salmon Field on Tuesday night. Now playing first base this evening. Casey, the stretch and the pitch. Bounces into the dirt. 2-2. So an action pitch right here, both by the pitcher and the hitter. Get something done right here if you're Noblet or Casey in this situation. Play him straight away in the outfield. Wind dying down just a bit. The break even to Noblet. Called third strike. Noblet watches it, and Casey gets a big punch out. So fourth strikeout for Shakamack pitching, first for Casey, and here comes Kai Coons. Coons with a run scored tonight, also flew out to center field. 4-1 Cats looking for more here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Breaking ball, check swing, he did not go. 1-0. Base is still loaded. Kuntz waits. Fastball high. Two and 0 the count. Kuntz waits here with the bases full of Wildcats in a 4-1 game here in the home fifth. Kuntz, big right-handed hitter, digs in with 2 outs. Casey flips it plateward, inside. So 3-0, no place to put Kai right here. Strike outside Black, get me over fastball, and it's 3-1. Kuntz in a good position here. Laker bullpen up and running once again. Second pitcher of the game, Casey out here trying to wiggle out of this jam. 3-1, Kuntz waits. Here's the pitch to Kai. Walked in. That chases home a run. It's 5-1. That run responsible to Jackson Cox. So the bases are still full for Atkins. Maybe a courtesy runner situation here, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
Now running at first base, number 4, Nick
Stratton runs at first for the Cats here. So Stratton runs at first. Atkins,
the right fielder, number 8,
grounded into a 6-4-3 twin killing his last time up. 5-1 Jasper here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Lakers have 2 outs here. This one hits sharply to second. Yair vacuums it up, throws it on to first base to end the inning. But the Wildcats send 9 to the plate. They push across 3 in the home 5th. We'll head to the 6th. Cats 5, Lakers 1. We're back after this. Back to the ballpark. New Wildcat pitcher on the hill. Jackson Whitson, a sophomore, will pitch here. The end of the line for Matt Wright. Wright tonight in his debut, 5 innings of 4-hit, 1-run baseball, fan 6 and walk 2. Whitson on in relief here in the top of the 6th. So Wright goes to play first. Noblet moves from first to second. Like from second to left. So Like, Giesler, and Atkins in the outfield. As the next pitch goes plateward, it's low to Wonders. Wallace, Brosmer, Noblet, and Wright, the infield. Drew Bradley sticking behind the plate. 2-1 the count to Wonders, who is 1 for 2. Swung on and missed. Cats got 3 in that bottom half of the 5th inning. Leading 5-1 to try to go to 2-0 on the season. Whitson brings it home. Chopped on the ground slowly. Coming to get it is Wallace. Gets it, throws, got it. 1 away here as Whitson retires the leadoff man, which is important.
Right fielder, number 22, Owen Cox.
Owen Cox gets in. He had a swinging bunt his last time up that Bradley made a nice play on. This one right back into the screen. He's 0 for 2. Whitson works fast, out of the stretch with nobody on. Pitch up in the zone, but still called a strike, and it's 0-2. Jasper leads 5-1. On the road at Bloomington South Tuesday. Whitson brings it home, and this is a breaking ball that misses outside. Straight away to the outfield, 1-2 the count. Whitson and Cox both wanted some time, and here we go. 1-2. Whitson brings it home into the dirt. 2-2 with 1 away. Dan Wright, 5 strong innings of 1-run baseball. The 2-2 from Whitson. Curveball hangs high. 3-2. Payoff. Got it. Struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Whitsitt, 7th for Wildcat pitching. And Gallagher, the third baseman, will bat.
Number 6, Gavin Gallagher.
Top of the 6th here. Cats a 4-run lead. Opening day of Major League Baseball. Oh, and 2. It came right at him. One and 2 the count. Whitsitt will bring it home. Struck him out. Called third strike, and the Wildcats have a 3-up, 3-down inning against the Lakers here in the 6th. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. 5-1 Cats. We're back after this.
Leading off for the Wildcats in the home half of the 6th inning.
Back for the bottom of the 6th. Casey on for his first full inning of work. Came in to finish things off last inning in relief of Cox. Ryan Lack leads things off for the Cats. Jasper up 5-1. First pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Gap in left center field for the Wildcat left fielder. Like is 0 for 2 with a walk and run scored. Jasper hoping this is it for the at-bats tonight. This pitch is ace. Next pitch is a strike, 0-2. One and 2, here it is. Two is out. The 3-2. Called third strike. So Like goes down looking.
Center fielder,
Fifth strikeout for
Braden Giesler.
Shakamack pitching, and Braden Giesler will stand in for the Cats. Giesler doubled and scored. So flew out and reached on a air. Next pitch. That is a strike there. The 1-1 to Giesler. It's a strike pumped in there as well. One and 2. Giesler takes this one out of the zone. Two and 2, left-handed hitting Giesler. Takes it high, 3-2 now. Payoff pitch to Giesler. Walked him. So a 1-out walk given up there.
The catcher, number 11.
Second walk
Drew
by
Bradley.
KZ, and here comes Bradley. As a strike to Drew. Pitch is out. One and one runner at first. Easler takes his lead. Pitch is out of the zone. Two, 1. Now it's 3-1. Here's the next pitch with the Cats leading 5-1. Runner takes off. Ball shot into left field for a base hit off the bat of Bradley. So it's first and second Wildcats. Bradley singles sharply to left field. 6th hit of the game for the Cats.
Courtesy runner at first base, number 16, Mitchell Leinenbach.
Leinenbach goes to run at first base. Another mound conference here in the bottom of the 6th with the Cats leading 5-1. So Will Wallace will stand in for the Cats. So here comes Wallace with Cat runners at first and second, leading 5-1 here in the home half of the 6th. Cats with a 3-run 5th after the Lakers had cut the lead to 2-1 in the top of the 5th. Pitch low. 1-0. Next delivery to Wallace. It's outside as well. Two-0 pitch is in for a strike. 2-1 now. Wallace so far drove in around the sac fly, singled and reached on an air, came around to score one of the 5 Wildcat runs. Swing frisbeed up there, snap throw down to first base. They've got Leinenbach picked off. Run down ensues. Now they're going to go to third, and they're going to cut down the base runner at third, Giesler. So they get the lead runner in that run down. So Leinenbach down at second. Second out of the inning there at third, and Wallace at the plate with a 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. walked him. So a 2-out walk issued to Wallace. Third walk given up by KZ.
First baseman, number 24, Matthew Wright.
So Matthew Wright bats. First and second with 2 outs. KZ, the lefty, against the right-handed hitting Wright, who started on the mound and went 5 innings of 4-hit, 1-run baseball. Struck out 6 and walked 2, so he's in line for the winning pitcher's role today. Runner takes off from second, throw down to third is a BB right on the bag, and he cut him down. That's a nice throw by Huckabee, right on the bag. And the Wildcats did not score despite having a lot of action on the bases here in the bottom of the 6th. Cats will try to nail it down, leading 5-1. We're coming back after this.
Now batting for the Lakers, number 18.
Back to the ballpark, Jackson Whitsitt trying to nail it down. His second inning of work here for the Cats. 5-1, Jasper leaders. First pitch into Fiskus. The 8-hole hitter is in for a strike. Whitsitt a 3-up, 3-down inning. His last inning, this one poured in for a strike. Whitsitt pumps it right in there. It's 0-2. Fiskus waits, the 0-2 from Whitsitt. Curveball outside. 5 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors for the Cats, or 1 4 and 2 for the Lakers. Curveball, strike 3. Whitsitt gets the strikeout. Jaden Johnson will now hit one away here in the 7th. And back at it Tuesday at South, Bloomington South. Turf field, good complex. They really worked around that place there on the south side. Pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Jaden Johnson, 0-1. Misses inside. So 1-2. Leadoff man Colin Barber on deck. Whitsitt throws it and it's out. Two and 2. Pitch on the way. Backs him up. The 3-2 popped up behind home plate. Bradley will give it a look. It's going to be into the stands. Rattles around out there. Here's the next pitch. It sails high. So a 1-out walk given up by Whitsitt, his first since coming on. Third for Wildcat pitching, and back at the top in Barber. Jasper leads 5-1. Floyd Central in here Thursday. The Jeeps of Northeast DuBois, who beat Heritage Hills tonight, come in next Friday night for a 7 o'clock start. It says 6 on the schedule, but it'll be a freshman JV game before that at 4:30. 1-0. Hit on the ground sharply to Wallace. We'll go to second for 1. The relay back to first base. Double play, and this one's over. The Wildcats turn the double play to end the game around the horn. Cats win it by the final count of 5-1 here at Alvin C. Ruxer Field as they ended on the double play. Matt Wright gets the win. 5 innings as the winning pitcher tonight. 5 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors for the Cats, 1 run on 4 hits and 2 errors for the Shakamack Lakers. Wildcats are now 2-0 on the season at Bloomington South on Tuesday. We'll have it for you at 10 on 18 WJTS. Wildcats win it by the final count of 5-1 over Shakamack. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kurt Guxo saying good night from Ruxer Field.